This morning we had a full 15 minutes before the meeting started, so that rule has been easily satisfied. We will spend the next 7 minutes exploring the ancient and forbidden art of soft skills. So let's welcome him, the editor-in-chief of the Everything's Better with the Burlap Gazette, distinguished Toastmasters.
How are you doing? Soft skills. So let's get a definition out of the way. The technical skills, what chemicals do you use, how do you type it, what is the format of the offer. But the soft skills are the interpersonal skills. Many people, the futurists, opine that in the next 10 years, 30 to 40% of the jobs we now occupy will be non-existent. And the ones that remain will depend on our harnessing our interpersonal skills, empathy, for example, which is in short supply these days. I have spoken to employers across the country at various conferences and events, friends that I've had, I actually have some, and to students who have graduated, and some of them thrive in their employment and some of them don't. And one of the things I've found is that more than ever before, at least since I've been wandering the planet, soft skills are in short supply. Okay, at this point in the meeting, I suppose it is incumbent upon me to bestow upon you, yes, you, at least one pun. So are you going to go through life focused on income, bent merely on money? There we go. Okay, working on it. So, what are these arsenal of skills that come under that general rubric, soft skills? I think the first one, when the young people come into, say, my classroom, they are armed with this altruism that is absolutely beautiful. You didn't have it, Kim. Oh, no. Roy certainly didn't have it, and he's not even here. I didn't have it. We didn't care about all the little things that people care about these days. We told mean jokes and made obnoxious comments at parties. They're great at that in a way that we never were. But what people lack now is empathy. Oh, you're great on paper, but when it comes to the person next to you, drop dead. One of the things that we really need to cultivate is empathy. I think at all levels, social media has really created wreckage among us as human beings. We need to find a way, again, to rekindle dormant embers of empathy by imagining what it's like to walk in the shoes of the person we're engaging with, even if they tell dad jokes incessantly. I know better. Empathy. I recommend, and by the way, if you cast about the room, you see that not everybody is 18 or 20 or 22. We have people, some of them, as old as half my age. You are the employers. So if you're a youngster, take this stuff to heart. If you are their employer, take it to heart. I've seen employers just terminate people. Why? Well, this is one of the cardinal sins. Just give me a moment. Yes, that's right. They take it with them everywhere. Don't take I've had employers fire their new employees, my former students, because they could not secure even a temporary divorce, a restraining order from their phone. Their phone went with them everywhere, on the job, in the bathroom. My students tell me that some of them, yes, Mauricio, not you, but some of them actually take the phone to bed with them at night. I tell them, I don't mind if you call me at 3 in the morning. No, I don't mind, because I'm not like you. I don't need to lie down on my bed and have the phone under my pillow. I don't need to wedge it between my legs. I don't need it right here. You know, it's a lifeline. No, that phone is off. And it's in the other room. Get rid of the phone! Thank you. I went for half a year with barely 1 or 2 phone calls to my family, and everybody lived. You don't need it. Turn it off during the interview. Turn it off except during breaks and lunch. I give my students after 50 or 60 minutes of class, I'll give them an addiction break. Truly, get rid of the phone. Next, the power of questions. Ask questions. Now, Mauricio did not know I was going to pick on him. One of the things I love about him is that he asks questions. Young people these days don't ask questions. Get rid of the phone, man! Ask questions and make them open-ended. Who, what, why, when, where, and how. Those are the questions you ask. Roxanne! I remembered Roxanne's name by attaching it to the song.
Thank you.
When I went to lunch with a dozen of my colleagues back almost 20 years ago, and they introduced me to Dan, and I'd go, Dandy Dan. They'd introduce me to Tim, and I'd go, oh, you mean Gin Ricky? And so forth. And after the last one of the fellows in the department said, are you just going to make fun of people's names? And the head of the nursing program said, he's not making fun of our names. He's remembering them. And she goes, is that what you're doing, Jordan? Boom, 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 boom. I was. A person's name is magic. Get it right. Wield it well. When you first hear it, use it often. One final thing. Of course, listen when you ask questions. Make sure you're listening to the answer. What? You'll exchange business cards when you engage with people. Maybe you go to a conference or a business lunch. Before you give yours away, because they've got thousands of them already, take a pen out and write down on the card why in the heck they ought to remember you. And when you get their card, write down why you are interested in this person and follow up in the next 3 days. These are just a couple of the soft skills that would serve you well when you are out in the trenches. The safest place for a ship, my friends, is in the harbor. But that's not why ships were built. And that's not why humans were built. To cuddle up in the recesses of your room. Go out and use soft skills.